Hello, how are you today? How's everyone doing? Thank you for being here today. If we haven't met yet, I'm Libby from MFT, and I am here to talk about our daily deal and make something inspired by the products that are on special today. So if you're here, say hello in the comments so I can see who's joining me. Hello, Flora. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. So, and if you're watching on replay, welcome to you as well. This will be available later to watch. Hello, Francesca. Hello, hello. Hi, Tammy from Illinois. Nice to see you. If we haven't met before, I'm coming to you from Georgia. I live in just north of Atlanta, Georgia, and of course, I work remotely for MFT, which is located down in Florida. So we're state neighbors. And I'm live on YouTube as well as our Facebook page, and both of them will be available for replay after this is done. And we've been going live every day for 9 days now. I missed one day when I was sick with COVID, but other than that, I've done every day. And I have a lot of partially done projects that I need to finish and get posted. Some of the ones I've made on the lives are behind me. Oops, I have my water glass up there as well. I'm going to bring that down because I'm thirsty. I also have some trees, oops, over here. I'm making some folded book trees and I need to finish those as well. So I bought some old used books and I am folding the pages. I say trees, they're actually going to end up being angels when I'm done with them. So I need to finish those as well. Maybe I'll have to show you guys that at some point. Oh, I just remembered on yesterday's live, I said today I would show my wedding cakes that I made before, and I totally forgot to find those. I'll have to see if I can find those quickly. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Jean. Nice to see you all. Hi, Mariette. I see some familiar names who've joined me on other lives. Thank you for coming back again. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in and show you what today's deal is. It's another great deal, I have to say. So today it is 40% off on products in the scene building category. So there's stamps in there, there's tons of dies and lots of great products. So I'll show you in just a second here. And then also if you spend $25 on anything on the site, you get a free paper pad, which is an $8 value. So lots of great paper pads as well. And you can pick which one to add to your cart and it will automatically make the price free when you're checking out as long as you have $25 worth of things in your cart. So let me go ahead and share my screen for a second here. And it's going to go to my desk as well, but that's okay. Just to show you, let me make sure it's doing what it needs to. Oh, it didn't go to my desk. Is it showing that? I think so. So on the MFT website, oh, it's because I still have there we go. I forgot that was up there. Anyway, so this is the website. And if you go to the main website, there's a banner on the main page telling you about today's deal. You click it and it'll take you right to that scene building category. And you will see all the different scene building products. Even these nice snowflake dies are so beautiful. That's considered a scene building product as well. But look at all these fun things, and 40% off is like a smoking deal. There's even some fun stamp sets in here, like this fun In Awe of You and the bright-eyed and bushy-tailed little critters, so cute. Even a scene building paper pad is in here. So lots of good stuff in this category. And right here is what I think I'm going to play with today are the things from, I think it was maybe back in April when these were released. And it's things to build like a desk, an office. It's called Around the Water Cooler, View from My Office, all those different things. So I'll show you those in a second. But you could also do the scenes to do the concession stand, room decor, the movie stuff, which was so fun. Also the bathroom basics, all the fun like spa looking things, bathtub and everything else, Serenity Now. So lots of great products. And then down here, even the floor to ceiling paper pad, which I would put in my cart. Well, it's $4.80. Maybe I would not choose that as my free one since I could get that for such a cheap price already. But anyway, you can see all these great products that are part of the deal today. So let's see where we are with this. Hello, Jennifer and Sue. Are you sure it's frozen, Sue, or was it just because I was showing a screen? I don't know. Hi, Alberto. Hi, Lisa again. Nice to see you. Hello, friends. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my my overhead, my desk view, and do let me know if I am frozen. It doesn't look like it is on my end, but I just want to make sure before I get too far along. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it just seemed like I was frozen because I had a picture up on the screen. All right. Hi, Lori. Hey, Lori. I saw that you won a prize. How exciting over at, I don't know, something else. Maybe it was the air thing, but I was excited to see your name. Very exciting. All right, let me get my cup out of the way, actually. Hi, Mindy. Oh, it's so kind of you to keep tuning into my lives. Hello, my friend. Love seeing you here. Makes me happy to see friends and know that I'm not talking to absolutely nobody. All right, so I'm going to play with these, and you can see I haven't taken them out of the packaging yet, so I'm going to have to cut apart my dies and do all that. But I think these are so fun. These are to make the little office scene. So this is at my desk, and this is around the water cooler. I'm not sure I'm going to use all these pieces because there's a million tiny little pieces in here to build different things. I do love how, even though there's all these little bits, you can see how they group together the things that go together on the same die, so that it makes it makes it more understandable, like what you need to combine to create all the different little things. There's also this adorable plant set, which is called Office Greenery. This one is called The View from My Office, and I don't think I'm going to use that one, but it was part of this whole collection, so I grabbed that. I just used a word that Jody doesn't like. Sorry, Jody, if you're watching. Anyway, and then also Cheeky Coworker. This is not included in the deals, but I love this stamp set. It's so good to send cards to your coworkers. It says, "I totally hang out with you, even if we weren't getting paid." And then I love this one. "Chance made us coworkers. Sarcasm and inappropriate conversations made us friends." I know who I'm going to send a card with that to. I have the perfect person in mind. "Good luck finding a better coworker than me. I'm really going to miss you." That I could have sent to a whole bunch of my coworkers when I recently changed jobs. "What do you call a person who is happy on a Monday? Retired." And then "Congrats on and it says increased responsibility crossed out, longer work hours crossed out, promotion. So yeah, the things that go with a promotion, right? Oh, Jody, you did hear me. I heard that come out of my mouth. I'm like, uh-oh, I said a word. Anyway, 99% happy for you, 1% jealous. "Why are you leaving? Why would you want to work somewhere else? You have everything you need right here. Please take me with you, please." "I always knew you were a quitter. I mean, congrats on your new job." So funny stuff. Anyway, I love it. So let's see. Oh, let's see. Sue, you're at a Whispering Wind scrapbook retreats. That sounds fun. Are you literally at a scrapbook retreat right now? That sounds wonderful. And hello, Claudia. All right. So one thing I did, because these are new to me and I'm not 100% sure, excuse me, how all these cute little pieces go together, is I went right to the website, and on the website there are guides to these stamp sets. That's one of the secondary images underneath the main product image. You can click through, you can see examples from the design team of great projects they made with it, and then also just these little layouts that kind of show how all the pieces go together. So I went ahead and just printed them so that I could have them to refer to. So, you can see all the desk pieces, the chairs, the lights, the little printer, all the things. I love how this screen has Post-it notes that you can put on it, because that is so true to life. That's exactly what I do with my laptop screen, is I put little Post-its. And then this set that just has all these little fun things in it, and you can see what they create. I just love that. So I love that there's binders on top of your file cabinet, the actual water cooler, a little table. I might want to make that and put a plant on it, or maybe the printer, a little trash basket. So, and I love that clock too. Let's see how the clock looks. Does that make teeny tiny holes? Maybe it does, so that the black shows through. So cute. So cute. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this aside, and I'm going to start cutting apart my dies. Excuse me. Jody says, "Big Post-it note fan here." Yep. Can't live without Post-it notes. Although sometimes I think I should probably use a notebook to put some of the notes in, so I can kind of be a little more organized, but I do love my Post-its. And again, I just love how instead of having like these teeny tiny dies all by themselves, they're attached so that you can cut kind of all those things at once and then figure out what you're doing with it. I don't want to mix up my sets. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't care. I'm going to get rid of some of my little tiny metal shards here. Sorry, I'm just cutting these off over my trash basket, so it's off screen a little bit. And then I'll have to figure out what colors I want for everything. That one's good, that one's good. Okay, so here is set number 1. I'm just gonna make little piles here on my desk of the different things. I'm gonna just keep this. I've been keeping the little sticker from the back of the package as a label until I get a proper label made for different things. And so I'm just going to set that with it so I remember what it was. And then I'm going to go into the next set with the desk. I'm also going to do the plants. What fun shape Post-it notes do you have, Alberto? I'm curious what you have. I don't think I have any fun shape ones right now. I think I only have the standard square ones. That's no fun. I'm doing this. I try to get some that I can just cut all the tabs off of. Then I leave the other ones that I have to take to the trash. This one has one little tab here. Okay. You have a full drawer of Post-its, so how fun. So I would say that means you are a Post-it user as well. Cloud and rainbow shaped. Oh, how fun. Sue says she has a school bus and a heart-shaped pad. That's fun too. And Lori's a Post-it user, has Post-it notes everywhere. I also put Post-it notes in my planner as well as on my computer and on my desk and on my everything. Almost done with this one. So again, if you just got here, the deal today is scene building type of products. So dies and stamps and even some paper and stencils in that category. If you go to the mftstamps.com website, on the main page, there's a slider that can take you right to that category. So you can see all the things that are on sale. It's, I think, 40% off. So it's super, super great deal today. Stationery obsession. Oh yeah, and Jody's mentioning that you can find labels for our stamps and dies here. Let me put that up on the screen real quick. So if you're on Facebook, she did link it. So it is a printable resource on the website. And so if you go to the resource area of the website, you could find that. And there's labels for all the products. So I'm doing this right now, putting those little things from the packaging, but then eventually I will go and print out those labels and be able to put it on my little storage envelopes and stuff. And there are storage envelopes on the website as well. So all the good stuff. All right. Alberto and Jody are bonding right now over Post-it note obsessions, I think. Love it. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out my plants and then I'll be ready to start die cutting things. And I wish I had my little die cutting machine here at my desk that I could use for a lot of this stuff, but I loaned it to my sister, so I don't actually have it right now. So I'll have to use my bigger one that's on the cart right next to me. This one I like. There's only 3 dies, so less to have to cut apart. Okay, so let me get this out of the way and let me start thinking about colors for all this. So I know I want my desk to be white, and I'm going to have to run these through a couple times because there's different things on here that I'm going to want from different colors. Well, that's fine. I'll just keep all the extra pieces. Let me get my mouse out of the way. And then, put it with the envelope of the dies so that, next time I go to use this set, I might want those colors that I have left over. So that is all good. Let me think while I'm at it, if there's anything else white I might want. I think I wanted to do the little table. Is that the table? I think so. Yes. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my clock. So I am mixing up the sets. I don't know. I hope I don't regret this later. I'm going to do some binders so that I have the little tabs for them. Let's see. I'm going to do the cup. That's in this set. I love that it has kind of like a Stanley looking mug and a coffee mug too. So cute. All right, I'm going to do those. And I think that's everything for white. And then I'll go back and do more things. So let's get this cut. Yes, definitely, Jennifer. And actually, maybe I should do that now. That might be better for the live, to just color on the die cut pieces instead of having to take all the time to do all the different die cutting. That's a very, very good idea. Let me think what else I want to make. Let's just do that. Why not? Why not? Why not? But yeah, I definitely do that with die cuts. I love to color on die cuts. I love to watercolor on die cuts, especially if it's like a floral or greenery type of die. I love watercoloring on them. But that's definitely something I do all the time. Let's see. I'm gonna do this cute little shaped chair. I'm gonna do the light. I'm gonna do the computer screen. I'm gonna have to go later and figure out what set was what, since I'm mixing things together here. That's okay. I also want to do. I want to do a plant on the stand. Yeah, I love this plant. I think I have to do that one if I can make it all fit. And then I have my Olos right next to me, so I will just color them this time. Thank you for that idea. They'll make it go faster for this live, and maybe I'll actually get something done today. Because I try to not go over an hour with these lives, but I haven't quite gotten things done. Okay, I'm going to die cut this. I'll be right back. I'm just right next here, next door. Ooh. Did you guys hear that major crunch? I wasn't thinking as I put these here. I had a big old speed bump there with that desk. I should have put that at an angle, because then when my die cutting machine went crunch, I'm going to have to figure out what set these I'll go with, but that's okay. I'll do that after. That may have not, my plates are so warped and weird. I may need to recut a couple of the things here. Let's see. And there's all these little pieces I don't want to lose track of. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a problem, because so pro tip, when you're doing this at home, you want to make sure that you keep all the little things that go together so that you know what's what. So that's my waste paper basket little guy right there. This is my chair. Those are chair pieces. This is my computer screen, which I think that was part of my paper that just didn't want to cut well. Here's my little lamp. Oh, these are all so cute and little. Another thing I keep realizing things as I go here, but I'm gonna leave the rest of these in here. I do need to recut that and that, but it'll be easier to color them if I keep them on the carrier rather than taking all those little pieces out. Have I ever tried to sleep? Yeah, I have. And I didn't even think about that as I was cutting them apart. If nothing is inside of each other, like I don't know if anything was nested inside. And if that's the case, I could have totally left them all together. if you're just doing it all in white like I just did. If you want to do a bunch of different colors, then it is better to take them apart so that you can run the different colors through a little bit easier and not having to run that whole big piece. I need to redo this one. And again, I'll put it at some kind of angle rather than having it be that big speed bump. That one's okay. I'm going to redo my plant because that needed to go through a couple times. See how warped my plate is. That's what my problem is. And then my other one I wanted to do again is the computer monitor, which is right here. And then we should be good to go. And I did that on the wrong plate. Okay, I'll get that done, and then we will start coloring and assembling. Oh my gosh, these are all popping out. So I need to make sure I'm keeping track of my pieces. Sorry if you can't hear me very well. I'm off to the side. All these little pieces. So cute though. It's going to all be worth it in the end. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's that. And this one. Oh, okay. Losing all my little pieces. Hi, Letitia. If you're still here, nice to see you, friend. Yeah, you can lose some, but at least I love that the dies are connected, so you don't lose. Oh, I might have lost that little guy right there. You don't lose your dies. You know, sometimes when the teeny tiny dies are all separate, it's really easy to lose some of your dies, which is a big bummer. But this makes it really nice that they're all connected. That looks like it might be that little piece that I had lost. My fingers are way too big for this. Stick him right back there. These are my little leaves. So this one still didn't want to cut, and so I went ahead and just die cut it one more time. Sorry guys, just getting a little bit organized here, and then we will be good to go. And what I love about this plant, let me just get this out of the way and then I'll show you what I love. And with a lot of this stuff actually. Okay, done with the die cutting. Whew. Yeah, I'm so real. I hear that all the time, Jennifer, that I'm very real, which means I make mistakes a lot. So yes. But thank you. I appreciate that compliment. All right. So what I love, like for example, on this plant, we have all these little pieces, but then we also have the one big plant. So you can take the pot, color it separately or cut it out separately, and then put it right on top of there. And all these leaves, this was this one over here. But you know what I mean? You have the base to build on top of, and then you can just add all these little leaves. And it's going to add some extra dimension to it too as they stack up on top of each other. So that's super cute. I love that a lot. And so I'm going to go ahead and color this one because it seems doable to me right now. I'm going to pop these back in place. And do you guys see what I'm talking about with if you keep them kind of in your in the negative piece, then it'll be easier to hold on to and easier to color than trying to hold on to these teeny pieces and color them. Another thing that I'll do, see, I have 2 sets of them here I have more than I need of these leaves. But another thing I will do sometimes when I'm trying to color on little pieces like this is a trick I learned from my friend Jen Shirkus, and I will take a piece of washi tape or best ever craft tape or something, and I will just bring out that whole long little piece, and then I'll stick all my die cuts to that, and then I would have a bigger piece to work on. Letitia, what I'm working with are the all the different things to make little office scenes. And so these are the little guides from the website of what I'm building. So right now I'm starting with the plant that's going to go on the little desk or the little stand, I guess, the printer stand, but I'm going to make it a, shoot, look what I did. I'm going to make it a, you guys, there we go. There we go, being real again. Okay, so once you have them in here, don't move them. Or put some washi or some press and seal or something on the back to hold them in place, but we'll do this one more time. And if I move it again, then I'm just going to give up. Okay. Now, as I get out my markers, I'm going to use my Olos. That's what I've been using lately for coloring. I love them. And I just want to mention that tomorrow, if you join me at 2 o'clock here, 2 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to have a special guest on the live stream with me. And it's going to be Lori Craig, who works for the company that carries Olo markers. And so she's going to be here talking to us about the markers and, you know, just talking about all the fun things you can do with them and how to use them, how to blend with them, how to do all the things. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from Lori. So I hope you'll join us tomorrow. I am going to try a bright green, and then I'm going to add another little marker to add some other color. Stay in there, mister. Yeah, I really should have put something like press and seal on the back of this. That would really help hold everything in place while I'm trying to color these. And again, you know, when I started this, I was going to cut them out of different colors of cardstock, but just to try to save a little time on this live, oops, you know, in theory, we'll see what happens. I just did it all out of white, and instead I'm coloring them with my markers. But you could do it either way. I'll go grab that guy in a second. These things have a mind of their own, I'm telling you. Did I just put my little tool? Yeah, Olo plus Lori equals hard eyes. I agree. She's awesome. So I'm super excited about that. I need to update the little graphic on the YouTube channel so that you guys can see that it's Lori joining us. And by the way, Letitia is a super talented card maker as well. So it's nice to see her here. And more importantly, she's a fellow Swiftie. Letitia, would you believe I still haven't seen the Taylor Swift movie? That's just wrong. That's just all kinds of wrong. All right, so I'm going to just kind of add some darker color on half of my leaf, I think. I don't necessarily have to color the base ones. I don't know exactly why I am, but I guess just in case anything peeks out, it'll be covered. Now these stems or stalks or whatever you want to call them, they will show. Let's see, 85. I'm going to do this one as well, just to add a little bit more depth. Okay, maybe a little bit more real dark right down at the base. We'll see how this all looks when I take it out. If you're curious about the colors, I use these 3 YGs, a 2.5, and then I jumped all the way up to 8.5 and 8.7. I didn't know you and Taylor had the same birthday, Letitia. That is so cool. I don't know how I missed that little fact. I'm going to do my pot purple because, you know, that's what I do. Again, I'm going to add some down there just in case any of the base piece peeks out. I want it to be covered. I just did a big jump there with my color. I might have to add, let's see, 2.4. Whoopsie. Now it's all falling apart. Okay, I'm going to just go like that. Okay, so now that we have some color on there, let me go ahead and pop these out and assemble it and see how it's looking. But but I love it already. It's so cute. I'm gonna grab my fine tip, and I'll hold this up. I know it's hard for you to see. My streaming software I use doesn't allow me to zoom in, which I don't love. And I think I'm gonna, one of these days soon, I'm gonna make a leap and change so I can do some zooming in. But for right now, this is what I have. I do have some little hairs on my thing that I'm trying to get off. So this is before I glue on the other leaves. Hello, you. Yes, I agree with Letitia on that. They are great. They hold a lot of ink. And I mentioned this, I think maybe yesterday, but I did the, I can't remember what they called it at Olo, like the founders. When they first introduced them, I made the plunge and just went ahead and bought the whole big set. So I've been using them. I also have Copics, and I've had my Copics since, I don't know, 2008. I've had them a really long time. And a lot of them were just running out of ink. And I either had to invest in a whole bunch of refills or make the plunge with Olos. And so I decided to just go ahead and make the plunge. And I'm not regretting it. I like, one of the things I actually like about them is that there's less markers. I have like a lot of Copics. I like that there's less because, I don't know, it just kind of makes it easier for me to decide what colors to use. They're probably going to keep adding more, and someday I won't be able to say that anymore. But I don't know, it just kind of makes me happy. All right, I'm just matching up my leaves here. And I'll hold this up in just a second. I do love that my little jewel picker works so well with paper. So I can assemble that. I do have one pesky little piece of cardstock on the side there that's I'm not loving. Okay. So there's our plant. Doesn't he look fun? With all that shading and everything on there. So Sue is hearing lots of good reviews from different users that they're loving their Olos, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out just a little because it's a little bit harsh. I love that. Look how fun that is. All right, some talk about Olos among people. Love it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this maybe as a background to color on. I'm going to go ahead and just make this dark real quick. That's my backing on my clock, so we can get him done really quick. I'm just going to take a black and color it. And again, I could have done this from black cardstock, but I just decided to cut everything from white so that I could get it done a little bit quicker. And then I have my face of my clock that I'm going to put on there. And then do I want this to be, what would that be? 10:30 or 5 o'clock? Let's make it almost quitting time, right? My big fingers again. I don't know if Mindy's still here, but friend, I'm not using my tweezers. I need to get them out. I'm making things harder for myself than I need to. I'm just squeezing that together. Bye, Letitia. It's fun to see you. Oop, it's not wanting to focus, but there's my cute little clock and my terrible nails that I need to paint. All right, 2 things down. Wow, it's really far away. I'm sorry that that's so far away. It's so hard to see on this live. One of these days I'll have that better. All right, let's go ahead and make our little lamp. Again, there's some little paper hairs I want to get off of there. And this I think I want to be gray. What else? Did anything else come with that piece that I'm missing? Oh yeah, a whole bunch of little things. They're still over on this piece. So we have the shade of the little lamp, and we have the base, and then like the little the joints of it. Right? Is that everything? Let me look at this closer. Oh, and a bulb. The bigger little, the bigger little. Yeah, there we go. I think this is like the lampshade, the light bulb, the 2 little joints, and then the base of the lamp. And my base is over here. Teeny tiny stuff, but so cute. I love it. You know, I always have loved miniatures. I think that might be part of why I love the idea of putting these together so much. I had a dollhouse when I was a kid that my great uncle made for me. I think when I was about 9, I got it for Christmas one year. And it was one of those, you know, they had me go like wait in my grandma's bedroom. And then I had to make my entrance into the room and be all surprised at my great big dollhouse. And so that was a big fun surprise. And later I learned, so me and my grandma, we spent a lot of time together. I think probably because I stayed at her house when my mom was working and stuff. And she was such a creative person. If I have any art ability, I got a lot of it from her because she was so talented. And we went through a phase or whatever where we just worked on that dollhouse, and we would make all kinds of things handmade for the dollhouse. And I just loved all the miniatures. We would make pictures for the walls, where she had some catalogs back in the day that had, like bird catalogs or different things. And we cut out the little pictures and then make frames for them out of toothpicks, and all of that, and make pictures to hang on the wall. And then she made this beautiful stone fireplace for inside the dollhouse, where she collected stones from her driveway and put it all together. I don't know. Maybe she bought the stones at craft store. I don't know, but it was beautiful. I still have all of it, of course. My dollhouse kind of fell apart over the years, but I still have a lot of the beautiful things that my grandma made. She made me a whole set of clay dishes for the dollhouse. So anyway, the point of all that is I love miniatures. Still do. One thing I need to find and pull over here is I have a little a color chart for my Copics, or not Copics, my Olos, and I need that to look at and reference while I'm doing this. I'm just going to go ahead and make that whole thing. I might leave the light bulb out of it too, because that just seems like a lot at this moment. But I am going to go ahead and layer up a couple things on here. Of course, with my Copics, I keep saying that. With my Olos, I could have just colored the different parts of it if I wanted to, but I like the idea of it having some dimension. There's that. Let me make sure that it's lining up well. And again, I'll hold this up when I'm done. Oops, just took it right off. Did your son's rainbow chocolate chip cookies turn out? Yes. Let me see if I can pull those up in a second, and I'll show you how they turned out. They actually really did. I made a batch of chocolate chip cookies, and then I just separated it out into 6 little bowls, and then added the different food coloring to each one of the rainbow colors. And it turns out, I thought I'd have to go like to Michael's to get the fancy cake decorating gel, but I didn't. They have it right at the grocery store. I can't remember if it's Betty Crocker or what, one of the brands, Pillsbury, I don't know. They make gel food coloring that they have in little tubes right at the grocery store. And it worked really well. It was very vibrant color. And so worked like a charm. But I took a picture and I think I could probably pull it up here and show you guys. I mean, they weren't anything fancy. They were just multicolored chocolate chip cookies. But it was for my son's class. They had to, he had to dress as a mythological person, and then bring food that was kind of inspired by the person he had to dress as. And he dressed as the guardian of the Rainbow Bridge and had to bring in something rainbow. And so he decided he wanted rainbow cookies. And so that's what we made last night. And I talked about it yesterday when I was making paper cookies in our live. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. That is so cute. There's my cute little lamp. Okay, we're getting a little collection of things going. But here, let me see if I can, if I can quickly pull it up, I'm going to show you. But if not, then I'll give up. And it's going to not be a good picture to cover my whole screen. It's going to be kind of weird, but let's see if we can make this work real quick. Photos. Yep. Okay. Can you guys hear my dog barking? I don't know if it gets canceled on the live, but she's going a little crazy right now. There's a weird picture on top of my background, but there's the rainbow cookies. So you can see they turned out really well for chocolate chip cookies. I think some of the coloring made them brown a little more. You can see those yellow ones have very brown edges, but for the most part, the cookies turned out really fun. And so then we put them in order in a little, a little aluminum pan, and then he took them in rainbow order. So lots of fun. I had never thought about adding food coloring to chocolate chip cookies before, but it worked. So that was fun. Okay. So now I'm going to make my little chair because that's an easy one. I'm not really even thinking about what I want these colors to be in my scene. I made a purple plant and a blue lamp. I'm just getting some paper fibers off of my chair, die cut the legs of my chair. And then I have, this is an easy one. It's just the backing. It just goes right like that. Get some more fibers off of that. Yeah, so it sits on this part of it so that you only end up having the leg showing. So that's pretty easy. Ooh, matcha and pancakes. That'd be a more that'd be a nicer way to color something green instead of using that very artificial food coloring, but it got the job done for us. Let's see. I need a light brown, I think, for the legs. We'll try this one. Oh, good. I'm glad you couldn't hear my dog barking, Sue. She is upstairs, so she is, far away from my room, but I can certainly hear her. That is too peachy. I don't quite love that as my brown. Again, I really need to get my color chart to have. Let's try this one. It is somewhere here in my room. To say my room is a mess is an understatement, especially after going live for 9 days and not always picking up after myself like I should, if you know what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and use the same blue as my lamp, I think, but then I want to have some colors to blend with it. So that's B2.4, there's 2.2, and 2.6. So let's see what happens with this. And I'm just, I'm no expert on coloring. I just do what I do. And so tomorrow, I'm sure Lori will tell me better ways to be doing this. I look forward to it. I'm getting my finger as I color. Okay, my chair base. I'm going to put my seat on. I keep leaving my pin out of my glue in between, which I shouldn't do because I don't know, it just seems to dry out quickly if you do that. Not dry out, but just makes it a little harder to squeeze. And then I squeeze too hard and get way too much on here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit off with my finger, which you can't see because I'm off screen. But that's what I just did. She is barking again. I don't know what's going on outside, but she is all riled up. So last night I was thinking, so my office, my craft room is down in our basement. It's a finished basement and it has a window. It's a walkout basement. So it's not like a dungeon-y kind of basement or anything, but it is, it is a basement. And we want to redo the floors in our basement. And the thought of having to move every single thing out of my craft room is beyond overwhelming. So here's what we have so far. I'll just go ahead and lift these up into my hand so you can see all the cute things we have so far. Oops, plant overboard. So we have a guest bedroom upstairs, which is guest bedroom / my husband's office. And I was thinking that maybe I should just take my stuff and move it up into that room and create a new craft room up on the main floor, which is like the ground floor. Instead of just trying to box myself stuff up temporarily and then having to move it all back. I don't know. It all overwhelms me, but I thought for a moment that could be easier. But then if I did that, I realized I would be on kind of the main floor up there where my dog looks out the window and barks at everything or looks out the front door. And she's usually with me. She's usually sitting down here with me quietly at her little, in her bed. But I could see that if I was upstairs, it could get very loud. So anyway, that's one thing I was thinking about last night. Not sure what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to make my desk. For this, I just wanted to make this top part of it gray and all the little pulls for the drawers gray. So again, I'm going to attempt, I don't know if that'll help or not, but these little pieces are getting everywhere. They're so little. That honestly might be easier if I just took a piece of gray cardstock and run it through. But what I love about this die piece is you can see the little outlines of where those handles need to go. There you go. Can you see it when I put it at that angle? And so it makes it very easy to get them nicely lined up. You don't have to worry about getting them all in a straight line or anything because the line is right there for you. So I love that. That is very nice. I'm going to use the same gray that I used on my lamp. Tiny pieces. That guy's not going to stay there. Well, Jennifer, I just saw your question about Copic versus Olo, and I love both, but right now I've really been loving my Olos, and so that's what I've been using. And by the way, they're on the MFT website, so if you needed a place to get them, I think they cost the same on the MFT website as they do at Olo Marker, so either place, but I think they're fun. Look at, I'm just coloring all over my nails today. I mean, there's a learning curve, I would say, on either of them because if you're new to alcohol markers, it takes a little bit to figure out the blending and everything, but there are a million different tutorials out there on YouTube. There's classes you could take to help your coloring skills along. So I think the main thing, if you're finding them hard to blend, I mean, they are generally very easy to blend. You just have to understand the markers that are like next to each other that make it easier to blend. And you just need to practice. And there's things that make it easier than others, like having the right paper really makes a difference. Like if you can test out some different papers, you'll see that maybe some work better than others for you. You know, things like that. But I love both, honestly. I've had my Copics for years and years, and I've had my Olos for about a year and a half, I think. And I don't know, they're all great. I love the feel of the Olos in my hand. I love the blending of them. I love how much ink they hold, and I do believe they are, in general, less expensive to get more colors because you buy a half marker at a time, and so you can put 2 half markers together to make your whole marker, and so you can get 2 colors kind of for the price of 1 color of Copics. So I do love that as well. So again, I'm putting these little knobs or handles, pulls, whatever you want to call them, in the spaces that are there on the die cut, which I can't completely see, so they may not be completely straight, but I don't care. Because I am an old lady who has a hard time seeing. And I'm trying to get some of the paper off of the edges of these again. I need to get my new die cutting machine out. Okay, because my plates are a mess on the one I have. So this one went together pretty easily. Only a couple things to add. Bump that up a little. There's my desk. And so I can have my desk with my chair. So cute. I can have my lamp on my desk. You know, maybe have my plant there, although I think I'm going to put that on a different table. Although maybe not. Maybe I'm going to not do that. Have my little clock to have on the wall. Oh my gosh, look how cute. I hope that's not so far away you can't even see it, but that's so cute. I love it so much. Yes, I definitely think there are similar blending principles between the 2 marker types. I blend them exactly the same way. I color the same with my Olos that I've always colored for years and years with my Copics. It's just, you know, it just feels a little different in your hand. The brush, I think, is maybe a little bit bigger on these. Let's see. Not really that much different, honestly. Can you see that? This is my Copic and my Olo. They're pretty much the same. I feel like maybe the brush on the Olo is maybe a little softer in a way. I'm not sure. But I just, you know, you can do the same kind of, am I on camera? Yeah. Flicking motion. It's all pretty much the same principle as when you use your Copics. I love them. I think the colors are really pretty. They have some nice purples, nice blues, nice greens. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. The grays are a little different. I had to get used to the different grays a little bit. Not bad, just different. So, all right, what else am I going to do here? I think I need to do my little Stanley cup because he's so cute. And I'm going to make that purple. There's all kinds of different cup options here, as you can see. There's like a water bottle. So this is more like a water bottle, a little Yeti type of cup, a Yeti with a handle, or a Stanley. There's a coffee mug. So I love that there's so many different little cups you can make, depending on what you have at your desk. I don't know why I feel like my daughter is a big fan of the Stanleys, and so that's in my brain, but I actually usually have more of the, well, I don't think I can turn this on the side without it spilling, but that's my usual kind of cup at my desk. And since I grabbed it, I had to take a drink because I'm very thirsty. All right. Going back to this, probably need my tweezers to help hold this. And I'm going to take this one and add a little shadow. Very little, because it's so little. But yes, if you have time tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, definitely try to jump on here again, because I'll be talking with Lori Craig, who works for the company that makes Olo markers, and you can ask her all kinds of questions because she knows them inside and out. And she's also going to do a demo and show some coloring with them and talk about what's great about the Olos. So join us then if you can. It'll be same places. It'll be on both the MFT YouTube and the MFT Facebook page, just like all the lives I've been doing. This is so cute. Did any of you pick up the little the card kit this month, which was, I guess it was actually technically November, not this month, but the kitchen set? It's so cute. It's the same kind of idea, building the little scene with all the dies and stuff, and it's just so cute to make that kitchen. I love it. There's that. Oh, the computer. I probably should make the computer since that's the main thing at my desk. I know I cut that out. Let's see. Here are some parts of it. And then the screen, I think, is this one. And then the cute little Post-its. What color Post-its should I guess I might just use regular old yellow Post-its, but to go with my little color scheme I have going on here. So I'm going to make my screen of my computer black. And of course, you could make this craft desk if you didn't want it to be a computer desk. Look how fun that is. So cute. I might have to actually put this together once it's on my card, since it doesn't really overlap. I think that just fits right inside there. So love it. Okay, I need to get gray. I know I just used it. Here it is. I'm just using the same gray that I've used for everything else. I'm kind of moving around this little paper because I don't know if it would, but I don't want to accidentally like get some black on my tip from that and then transfer it. And I think some of those individual things from the kitchen set are in the category today for today's deal on the scene building dies. Scene building products, not just dies. More Harrys. Paper Harrys. Okay. I don't know. I may want to add more things, but I think for now I'm just going to stop there and think about my card, building my card. We are going on an hour, so thank you guys for sticking around with me. I'm going to go ahead and color I might have to die cut some more Post-its, because I mean, who would just have one Post-it note? Nobody, right? Oh yes, I used to love paper dolls too, Lori. That's another good memory to think about. Okay, let's see here. Looks like I have a hair on there at you. So I'm going to take a piece of, I'm going to cut this down so that it is a little bit smaller than A2. Five and a quarter by 4, and then I can mount it on a piece of cardstock, card base, colored base. Let's see. I think I just want to do some ink blending behind this of a light blue, maybe. Let's see what I have at my desk here. It's a blue brush. I don't know if I have like a good turquoisey blue. This one might turn out too dark. Let's see. I'm going to try this on a different piece and see if I like it. It's a tropical teal. I'm looking for my, here it is, my ink stand. Okay, I'm not loving how my brush is behaving for me. Okay, so maybe with just a little bit of ink in here. Here we go. I just want like a subtle bit of color in the background. So I'm going very light-handed and just using, you know, I got a little bit of the ink out of my brush before I started. So let's see how we like that. The other thing is I want to add a message. So I might want to put that on here before I get everything else together. I probably should have, I'm going to do that again. I'll keep this for something else, but I want to have more of a, like a line for my floor. I don't want it to just kind of blend down. Oops. I'm just going to use this piece of paper. So I'm going to set this here so that is straight-ish. And then I'm going to put this about right here. So I'm just making a line there because I want to have a nice a floor that's a different color. And again, I'm trying to get most of that. I'm off to the side, just tapping that off because I want it just very light on my brush. And now I can actually just blend from that paper onto my base. I have one little line I'm not loving, but hopefully something will go on top of it and we won't be able to see it. But see, now on this one, I have that nice line there that can look more like the floor. Yeah, that will cover that up. No problem. I'm just going to kind of set all my things here and then decide where I want my message to go. And then I'll grab my Misty, get my message stamped, and then come back and assemble all this stuff onto my little scene here with my big fingers. Okay, I don't need it to be perfect. I'm just trying to get a general idea so that I know where to put my message is all I'm trying to do right now. And I may go ahead and add a what am I trying to say? A wastebasket, because the wastebasket is so cute. I might have to add that. But you can see where this is going right now. Really cute, isn't it? After all that work, I think it's worth it. It's cute. Not sure where I want this clock yet. Kind of depends on where I put the message. And then let me get out my message set again. I have the message set that was part of this release back when it released, which is called Cheeky Coworker. And I just love the messages in it. They're so funny. Let's see if they even fit. Do they even fit? Might have to be on the inside. Okay. Thinking. I'm going to cover up this before I put my arm in it. And then I'm also going to put my pin back in my glue, which I keep forgetting to do. Okay. And then let me grab see if I have a Misty that doesn't have things in it. Because I keep setting up Misties with stamps. This one will work. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this go a little bit up farther towards that little, floor I created. And then I can put this message, hopefully, down underneath it. And this is I'd totally hang out with you even if we weren't getting paid, which is super cute. Try to get that somewhat straight and spaced well. I should get one of those little grids to have in here so that I could have an easier time with it. Does that look pretty good, I think? Okay. I'm going to get all this out of the way. Okay. Hopefully that's somewhat good. But again, it's just my background panel. So then if I did mess it up, I can always remake this part pretty easily. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the first time on here just because I've never used this stamp before. I love it. Okay. Now we'll go in and do it for real. Wait, there's a little something on there. Now, when I do a message, especially one like these that are they're kind of a fine font. I don't want to just like smash down on that because that can kind of spread out your stamp and make it look distorted. So I'm kind of going over this somewhat light. And then instead of, just trying to smash it down and get it the first time, this did move a little. So, I hope it'll line up well. But anyway, I like to use my Misty and just go over it a few times rather than just trying to smush it down all in the first time, if that makes sense. Keep it light, but just go over it a few times rather than smushing it down and distorting your message. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I hope this is still lined up. We might have to redo it. But if the Misty's doing its job, it's okay. It's not good. It's not good. It moved on me. So look at that. After what I was just telling you, it's still kind of smooshed. It's not smushed. It's just, it wasn't totally lined up on each other. All right. This time I'm going to do this part first and get it done. And so then I know it's good. And then I'll do my blue and then I'll finish assembling my card. Sorry, guys. We've been at it over an hour. So if you have to drop off, I am not offended. I need to get a sticky mat in this Misty, and that would help me not have that problem I just had. Stay. Now let's cross our fingers this time we don't have that problem. That looks better. That looks better. Nice and crisp. Okay. Now I'm just going to clean up my Misty real quick and my stamp and put it away. Then I'm going to redo my floor and then I can get that assembled and we'll have our cute little scene done. Put that away in a second. Try my tweezers. Okay. Hopefully my hands aren't too dirty. So now I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. And that leaves enough space, I think. And just do what I had done before. I'm going to take my blue brush. Hopefully there's still enough in it. If not, I'll ink it again. And create my little bit of blue behind there. Just really subtle. Of course, if you wanted you could make wallpaper, all kinds of things you could do if you wanted to, but I'm just doing the little bit of light blue behind my scene. I worry about how dirty my fingers are, but hopefully they're not going to smudge anything. Pin back out of my glue. Okay, I have a couple places that were kind of thick with the glue. Okay, now my chair. And then when I get this all done, I will hold it up for you to see. You know, some of this I should pop up because that is not... Okay, first of all, I should have put my computer down first. Oh, well, that's good. I dropped my tweezers. Here they are. This guy is super teeny tiny, so let's get him done. When I get it all together, I'll hold it up so you can see it a little better. So this I'm going to have to kind of tuck under my chair, but that's okay. It's not really down very well. That's hiding my base of that, which was so cute, but okay, that's fine. Put this in here. Tuck in my computer screen. So when you're doing this, think about what makes sense and do your computer before your chair. I didn't think. I'm gonna put my little Post-it here on the edge. Here's my note reminding me about what I need to do for the next release. All right. I want to have my little plant right here on my desk. And again, I could use some foam adhesive if I wanted things to pop up a little. That could be cute as well. I love this plant. Oh, he's so cute. Go ahead and set this on top of here while I work on my lamp. I'm just putting little dots on here. Realize sometimes I might be off the screen a little. Not great at the tweezer use, so I'm a little awkward about it. I just love that I got a little glue on there. Just rub it off, no problem. And I have my fun little purple cup. I think I would usually have that closer to my computer. And then we have our clock, which maybe it'll go kind of right there. Does that look good? I think it does. No, I had it like this, 5 o'clock. It's funny, I said, do I want to have it 5 or whatever it was, 10? When I was gluing it, and it really didn't matter because I just, I could turn it whatever way I wanted once it was together. That's kind of funny. Just occurred to me. Okay. So there she is. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. I would love to work in this office with that cute plant with the purple pot and the purple mug and the beautiful shaded blue chair. So cute. And I'll either mount that on, let's see, either on a piece of blue or perhaps just white on white. Let's see, what would look good? This one too. Hey, wait a minute here. I thought I had cut that down. Oh, duh. You know, I did the first one and I didn't cut this one down before I did it. So right now it's A2 size. So I'll either trim a little bit off all the sides and put it on something else or just leave it like this. I'm not sure. But there we go. We actually got a card done today for the most part, which is good. And all that paper piecing, but it was so fun. I absolutely love these little scene dies. They're so much fun. And again, I'm just going to pop this back up on the screen for a second here. If you are interested in grabbing some of these, they're 40% off today, which is amazing. There's 100 and something different things in that category. It's not just these dies that I use. It's, let's see, 121 things are in the category that's on sale today. So make sure and check that out if you're interested. And also, if you spend $25 on anything today, you can pick a free paper pad for your card as well. So let's see, what am I doing here? This. So that was our live stream today. I hope you enjoyed watching me put together all those fun little pieces. And I just love this. I think it's so cute. I might even have to hang that on my office wall because it's kind of adorable. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. I don't think so. All right. So thank you guys for being here today. And again, join me again tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern here on YouTube or Facebook. And we will be talking with Lori Craig from Olo Marker, and she'll tell you all about the Olos. All right. And we'll be coloring and doing some fun things with MFT products. Francesca's asking, did I miss a stamp deal? Today is stamps and dies. It's just the category of scene building. So there have been some for stamps, some for dies. It's just a different thing every single day. But go ahead and look in that category. You'll see there's some stamps in there as well. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again soon. Bye.